and helps with those types of things too. So next we're going to talk about yarrow. Okay. Do we all know what yarrow looks like?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What we're after is the yellow or white yarrow. White is normally what grows around here. Sometimes it can have a slight pink tinge to it. But the wild stuff around here is white. And that's what we're after. There is some ornamental varieties that were bred, and you get the blues and the purples and all this kind of stuff. They do not have the same amount of stuff that we're after with yarrow. You want to get the wild stuff. Yarrow, Achillea millefolium, means 1,000 leaves of Achilles. Traditionally, it is told that Achilles healed his soldiers' wounds by packing them with yarrow on the battlefield. It has a really good vulnerary quality to it, meaning wound healing, but it also has a really cool function to it that's called hemostatic function. Hemostatic, heme meaning blood, right? It's kind of one of those smart herbs. You use it topically and it staunches blood flow. You use it internally and it thins blood flow and breaks up clots. So it keeps our blood in a mode of stasis, okay, equality. It knows what to do, okay? I use crushed up leaves that are dried as a sniffing thing for nosebleeds that I get all the time in the summer, okay? It's actually pretty intense. It's cayenne, golden seal root, and yarrow leaf.
Wow.
But if you've ever had a nosebleed like mine, you want it to stop. I got axe kicked in a karate tournament when I was a kid and literally like shattered this side of my nose, and it just flayed my membranes up there. And so yeah, during the summer when it's too dry, if I just sneeze, it'll just start bleeding like crazy. And I've actually stuffed crushed yarrow up my face at a nerve block because it happened. I'm just walking down the street and they're like, "Is your nose red?" "Oh, it's bleeding!" And it just, yeah. Walk over to the yarrow. "Hey, let's talk about yarrow, guys." Yeah. And it stops bleeding, okay? It works really, really good. The flower tops, dried and used as a tea, is extremely bitter. So it has that cholagogue function, inducing that gallbladder to spurt its stuff out. So it helps with digestion, but it also has an anti-fever function to it, that flower tea does. And it's called diaphoresis. It's a big word, okay? But what it means basically is it takes your peripheral vascular system, all your capillaries, and makes them go and blow up like this, okay? Not in any bad way, but just enough that it helps get rid of that heat, okay? Because we're just a big radiator when you think about it, okay? We're producing heat all the time, and our vascular system helps get rid of heat, yeah.
Is that going to help with headaches?
It can, but it also could aggravate a headache. Like say a migraine, which is a rebound effect. You get a constriction and then boom, they go up. If you took yarrow enough to get diaphoresis, that might actually hurt your migraine, okay? But if you had, say, a tension headache, which is usually because of constriction, you take that, it will relax those quite a bit. So it could help with that. So as long as you know what type of headache you're having, it could. I get migraines, and I had a migraine and I was sick at the same time. I had a cold, and I figured that out. It started throbbing pretty bad. But I got rid of my fever so I could sleep, and then my migraine went away. So it's my go-to for colds. I love yarrow tea for colds. Works really, really good. It has antimicrobial and antiviral qualities to it as well. Cool thing about fresh yarrow, the fresh leaves of yarrow have the same function as cranberry or uva ursi does on our bladder lining and kidney stuff for infections that way. But it's got to be a fresh extract. You've got to juice it or eat the leaves fresh. You don't want to dry it, just like nettles, for that function. You could probably do a fresh tincture for it, and that would work. So that's yarrow. I really like it. I think it tastes good. I know it's bitter as heck, but I like it. I think it tastes great. My brother thinks I'm a freak, but. So what I want to talk about next is wild lettuce. Does everybody know what wild lettuce looks like? It's everywhere.